Hi, I'm Markus, and you're listening to Business Spirit. I run a six-figure mentoring business, and I'm scaling it to 1 million, without ads or cold DMs or any other bullshit. On this podcast, I share my everyday life, the behind the scenes, my identity shifts, my energy, manifestation, and all the other stuff no one really wants to talk about. So glad that you're here. So let's go. Yes, so welcome to your most favorite podcast, Business Spirit. Today, I actually have to say, well, we're one day late. Usually, the podcast episode will be made public on a Sunday, and now we have Monday, so one day. So shame on me. But this comes for a very good reason. Very good reason is that yesterday I originally planned to record the podcast, and during the past days, I'm again going through a lot of changes. There's a lot of things going on in the background, and also my customers do change. And this is then for me always a good time to reflect, to think about. And I wasn't really yesterday in the position to talk about something, about a win or a new insight, something really shareable. And yeah, today I would say I have come to a very good conclusion of what I'm going through the past days. So what is it? Yeah, for those of you who follow me on Instagram or Facebook, might have seen that I posted something that it's enough. That it's time to step up. It's time to change, and a modification of a business. And uh, interesting enough, I do see this with my clients as well. So this morning I had a wonderful lady in my one-on-one coaching, and she is expressing more or less the same thing than what I'm feeling, and she's stuck at the same location that I am. So, and for me, this is then in a way also a good time for me to again step up. And time to step up. What does this really mean? And I was reflecting on that for the past couple of days, I would say, on what I've been doing as a coach and what I really wanted to do, and where people stay stuck. Yes, and this sounds very much on a helicopter side. So let's put this into perspective. I'm a coach, I'm a business coach and mentor, and I'm helping as kind of a catalyst. To really bring the best out of my entrepreneur coachees, so that they will grow and scale the business. And this is what I'm really good at. And I'm really good at really enlightening them, empowering them, seeing things differently from a different perspective. And I'm enjoying this work really, really much. So seeing also the twinkle in their eyes. And I actually have no issues, getting into a one-on-one call and bringing the best to the surface, and really seeing also the blind spots, and detecting when customers are telling me mind fuck. So when they're telling there's something which they really don't believe in themselves. So I'm really, really, really good at it. And I enjoy it. I enjoy it very much. At the same time, I see that I could do so much more. I could be so much more. I could become even more, I wouldn't say impactful, or is it impactful? Yes, it's impactful. And as you say, as you know, this podcast, is the behind the scenes that I'm, wanting to step from the six-figure business to the seven-figure business. And I was then also looking into, yes, what I'm doing right now is I'm really good at it, and it already has become a commodity, right? I don't have to juggle that much, to get one-on-one clients, and to work with them. But this is not it. I was so much feeling that inner urge to do more, not only to walk from one-on-one coaching to one-on-one coaching, but really to have more impact, to get more people inside my programs, which I really haven't started, at least, I mean, not on a continuous basis. But I realized that when I really want to build a seven-figure business, I have to become more visible on one hand, and I also have to become more present, but also with what I'm really good at and what I'm not doing. So I really have to get more clarity out in the communication in the outside world. So I looked again into my own coaching practice, what I'm really doing differently, because there has to be something different. Because my clients, I mean, uh, I have to say, some of my clients are really, really, really performing much better than I actually do. So I'm really doing something where they are getting up to speed within no time. They're scaling up to six-figure business per year, or actually having six-figure months relatively easy. While um, I'm not there yet, because if I would have six-figure months, I would already have a seven-figure business, isn't it? So I was then stuck at this point, and this inner feeling of, hey, I've done all the work. I'm a great coach. I know that. I do have great clients and they are thriving. So what can I do, and what do I have to do to get even more clients into my world, but also to support more clients, so that I really have some kind of a flywheel, getting more clients into my universe, into my space, my room, and then also to foster them, to nurture them, so that they will upgrade also in a higher value programs. So, and right now, one-on-one, I mean, is my highest value program, but I want to step up in the sense of that the prices for my one-on-one coaching will increase, and instead of the one-on-one coaching, I will have some other programs instead. So that is what I was thinking about the past days. um Again, I have to say, because I did this in the past as well, but every time in the past when I was trying to set up something, I mean, a coaching program or a curriculum or a yearly program or something, um, I really had the issue that I wasn't feeling it, that it is not really what I wanted to do. I mean, I was in a coaching myself, and they told me, okay, you have to do it this way. And every time I was trying to do so, setting up the coaching program that way, every second month's a big program, selling it, it felt itchy. It felt like, yes, I mean, this is a great idea, but after a while I got bored, or wasn't sure whether this program is really me. And also, and that is the most important question, okay, what is so special about me? What is so special that I really can talk about this? And then I looked into various aspects of the coaching scene right now. And yeah, I mean, they are, well, the typical funnel hackers, as well as those really on the spiritual side. And in between, there's always one word popping up, and this one word is authenticity. Yes, and actually, looking on the right hand side, there's my whiteboard, and on my whiteboard, I do have my core values, my inner core values. And one of the first core values here is authenticity. And yeah, I do believe that authenticity is important, and I don't want to do anything against my core values. So I also do show up here, right, or in my authentic way. I haven't scripted anything, and I'm talking about this. But when it comes to setting up and building, and scaling, and growing your business just based on authenticity, then I haven't found any coaching, and also my coaches have still problems in really grasping the thing. Okay, yeah, authenticity is great, but how do you how are you then able to get customers on a constant basis, in light of, okay, what do you provide to the outside world? Yeah. And what I then saw is that a lot of coaches who are on the authenticity curve are either just posting the daily dinner or lunch or something, or they are already at a state where other people would like to be, right? I mean, financially, I'm talking here. So it's then very easy, I would say, to talk about, okay, authenticity, and you just have to be yourself and get people into your community. This very much sounds now harsh, or that I'm not believing in that. On the contrary, I know for a fact that authenticity is really what keeps the bonding alive. That, I mean, people either like me or dislike me just because I'm showing up the way I'm showing up. But authenticity, and that's the tricky bit, is that authenticity doesn't mean that I'm always the same person. When the camera is on, I'm a different person than when the camera is off. That's quite natural, because here would like to convey something. I want to create a bonding with you. Yes, and I of course would like that you listen to me, that you step into my world, and eventually buy my coaching programs, not because I forced you into that, but that that you feel that I'm actually doing something good for you, and that you feel inspired, empowered, and that you know, okay, hey, the way Markus is thinking, and now we're coming to the point, the way Markus is thinking differently, the way Markus is approaching things differently. That's really something I haven't seen before. And I really want to work with Markus. Not of the feeling that I need him, right? I don't want to be needed. But I know that I could do it myself, but with Markus' help, or Markus at my side, I mean, he would be the catalyst of my growth being much, much faster. So it's the authenticity, but also pronouncing, and telling the world, okay, what is my thinking? What do I see differently? And this is the bit where, I mean, in marketing terms, and yes, I'm also a business coach, and I know marketing and sales the traditional way. But in marketing sales, this concept is called the category of one. So instead of competing as a business and mindset coach, hey, I mean, there are hundreds, thousands of business and mindset coaches. Authenticity isn't the only thing which differentiates me from other people. Yes, people get into my world if they see how they like me. And they also follow me, and they also see my reels, and they also comment on my posts. That's fine, just because they like me. But what's really important is that people need to see that you can lead. That it's not just about getting people to like you, but that you are leading them. That you are that you have the capability and the agency to lead other people. But when it comes to the leading phase, okay, people need to get an idea of your mind, how you're thinking, what you are against, what you stand for, in which way do you have a different positioning than other people. And this is really, I mean, figuring this out. Okay, where is the difference on what I'm doing, and what other people are doing? I mean, that's really the issue. And this is what I was spending time with the last couple of days. And I have done a lot of work on that, and I have piled a huge document for me regarding those differences. And just to give you a little glimpse of what I do see differently than most other coaches, I mean, I haven't seen anybody else, is the way to approach your vision, right? So, I mean, yeah, well, it's not the first time that you've heard the idea that you have to have, I mean, a big vision, a C-type goal, something, I mean, you actually will never reach, right? At level of vision that is so high that inspires you, so that you can put it on the vision board with nice photos and so forth, and that you have on a regular basis time, and that you take your time to step into that vision vision board and feel it, right? I mean, how great it is. Um, and yeah, this is all great. And I'm all for having big visions. I'm all for having visions and yeah, yeah, I'm all for having visions that are so huge that you have no fucking idea on how to reach it. Because otherwise, it would just be a goal, something that we have done before. So I'm all for that. Where the difference is that in most cases, people stay stuck at this point, that they are stuck at the vision board, that stuck at, okay, I'm just looking into the emotions during a certain period of time, and then I'm stepping back into my reality again. Yes. And then it's, okay, what do I have to do? How do I post it? How do I create the caption? What is the reel? How do I treat the offer? And so forth. So you're really nailed down to the current self-existence. And then, yeah, you basically step from the future, everything feels so great, into the reality. And then you do, from my perspective, one of the biggest mistakes, and what I'm really, I'm really getting agitated now. So is that once something is not working, you're trying to find the source, the reasoning in your past, and that you're trying to heal something, and that you're trying to overcome something, and that you still sit there and say, okay, well, I'm not feeling all right to do my stuff now. Okay, what is it I'm procrastinating about? Okay, is there something I have to work on before I can really continue the work? And um, yes, you can do so. And um, well, if you look for something which is holding you back, then you will definitely find something. If you think you will find something in your childhood, which gives the reason for why you are maybe shy, or maybe you're not showing yourself, or maybe you're trusting not yourself. This is all correct, and there really has to be done something about it. What I'm saying is that you don't have to wait until you have fixed everything in the past to move ahead. And here's the real difference, I mean, from the timing perspective, because most coaches or most coachings I have seen try to work on the present moment. And they have to believe that the present moment is dictated by the past. So that you are right now the result of everything what happened in the past. My belief is that the present is actually there to change the past, because the past has only its power and its strengths in the current situation. And the only thing you have to change is how you look at past circumstances. And it's funny though that even though a lot of coaches do state something like, yes, I mean, you like this famous quote from Apple, Steve Jobs, I think he was the one, saying that, okay, you can only live your life forward and understand it backwards. So Steve Jobs said it, but there was also a Swedish or Finnish philosopher who said it. So that, yes, I mean, you cannot make sense out of the present. So only in the past you make sense of it, out of it. So this also applies to your current self. I mean, your current self, I mean, the identity you hold right now, the beliefs, the mindsets, the behaviors, I mean, the routines you have. I mean, yes, they are a result of your past, of what you have learned in the past. That's sure. But you can decide now, here, on how you think about the past. And this is a slightly different approach than healing. It is more in the sense of, hey, okay, whatever I'm thinking right now about my past, I can change. But I'm more interested in the future. I'm more interested in reaching my vision. I'm more interested in really not only tapping 15 minutes a day into my vision, but I'm really driven by reaching that vision. Every single day, I want to move towards that vision. So that I'm thinking that it's not the present who dictates or creates the future. I turn it the other way around. It's the future who defines your present actions. Say that again. It's not that the present defines the future. It is that the future defines the present. And here's I think the fundamental mindset shift I'm always teaching my customers is that in every every instance here at present, if you are deciding something, do I want to offer this product or that product? Do I use this photo or that photo? Do I make this investment or that? Do I buy this coaching or this coaching? But in every instance, you have to decide something. You have to think about whether this is supporting your future self or not. So you really have to put yourself into the shoes of your future self and ask yourself, what would my future self do now? What would my future self decide now? And only then, if you say to yourself, hey, my future self would, for instance, go live every day, right? Then, if this is the decision, then you can look into, okay, what is really hindering me right now? Is this a past story? Whereas actually, I'm not looking into the past story here. It is really, okay, well, if your future self is saying, okay, I need to go live every day, then do it. If it's uncomfortable, yes, of course. But you can source the energy from your past. This is what I wanted to get at, is that in the now, you can also see, okay, in the past, I've already overcome my certain situations in my life, which felt awkward, and I did it anyways. And this way, I'm also in the now decide, okay, what would I do, or what would my future self do right now, which brings me closer to the vision. So I'm turning the time thing upside down. I'm working now based on my future, and I'm not defining my future. I'm working from my future. And here comes also a different thing regarding visions. Yes, I have big visions, and they are so big that we are having a lot of hard time, or that we're actually having a hard time to persuade ourselves or our subconscious mind that this vision is actually for us. I mean, who hasn't had this feeling that, okay, maybe this is too big, will I ever reach that? I mean, those doubts. And those doubts, of course, come up because your subconscious mind is more or less forced to think and to believe something which is so way out of your control that you have no clue how to get that, so that your subconscious mind is immediately thinking, hey, there's danger involved, so don't do it. So you have to overcome this feeling of, hey, I mean, my vision feels good from the outside, but internally I don't believe it because it's still impossible. I mean, creating 100,000 euros in 1 week sounds for me right now really $1 million. I would say $1 million. I mean, to make $1 million in a week sounds for me so much off. All right. And my subconscious mind would really think about, okay, this is not true. So why are you spending time on this impossible goal? And I'm doing everything what I can to stop you to do so. But having a goal of getting $1 million in a week or in a month, I mean, is so high up that once you step into that vision, you can ask yourself, okay, what if this really would happen? What if I would really make $1 million per month? How would I look? How would I have decided? How would I have thought? What would I have done? And what are the circumstances around that scenario that it was really possible to make $1 million in a month. So that you're really thinking in the future session, that you're really thinking in this future environment and thinking about opportunities, circumstances, the environment, which has to be in place so that the $1 million in a month would really have happened. So, I mean, you're turning the impossible into something, hey, I mean, yeah, okay, I can think about the circumstances. I can think about, okay, what is it, what I'm really feeling and doing and how I'm deciding. So you're stepping into, okay, I can imagine that. Whether it's realistic or not is a different story, but I still have a feeling. And based on that, you can then think about, okay, what are the 1, 2, or 3 most important things I could do right now to step further into the circumstances which are required to reach that goal, or what are the 1 or 2 steps which, from the future point of view, would have helped me to get there. So I'm overcoming this question immediately. How do I get there? But starting with the what if everything would have turned out as planned or as I envisioned it. To then, only then, ask, okay, what do I have to do now? So you get a glimpse of what I was thinking about the past days and how to really make this visible. And the way I'm making this visible is really to have this future made concept, so that the business you're running or that you will work on, I mean, is really future made. So I mean, the way you treat your business is based on your future self identity. The way you do things is based on, okay, what your future self would do right now. So to create those results. And also from the customer point of view, you also have to work with the customers, with their future self of the customers. Let me put it this way. You have to address those customers who are also thinking ahead. Sounds a bit complicated right now. I will make it more clear as we go along. But really, my business or the business is future made, so that you are constantly stepping out of the comfort zone, and that you are not treating yourself as the normal guy. And this I'm right now packaging into a complete new concept. So it's vision sourcing. So the vision is actually sourced from within the soul. I'm identity coding or recoding your identity so to become your future self, and then recalibrating your business attached to that, so that you are stepping into your future self in order to the reality to play catch up with who you have become and how your business works. So it's a completely different way and different approach, and I'm nailing this down into individual tasks and individual projects. Yes, and this is the work I've been doing a couple of days, and I'm still progressing. And yes, of course, I'm impatient, and I would like to have gone further on that road. But that's life. So you will hear more about this. You will hear more about Future Made Chronicles and the concept on this channel. So stay tuned to learn more about this. But for today, I mean, this is what I wanted to share with you, that there's a lot of things going on, and that you will also hear more about why my customers are really successful due to the way I'm coaching them. Until then, I say, okay, have a great week. I will continue now to work on some scripts and reels and programs, and then I will call it a day. So à bientôt und natürlich, also auf Deutsch, wenn du diesen Podcast magst, dann hinterlass ein Like. So also in English. So if you like this podcast and the way I'm talking and what I'm saying, just leave a like and also share it with other people who you think might benefit from it. Talk to you. See you. Bye-bye.